Hey guys, my name is Josh Leverett from Cali Canine and his series Canine Intervention on Netflix, and today I'm going to present with you tips to living with your dog in harmony at your home. And these tips are going to be the foundation to help you establish structure and boundaries at your home and make sure you can help problem solve any issues you're having at home with your dog. Rule number one, we like to establish that couches are off limits. We establish a place for our dog, we make it very comfortable, so they're very happy that we can keep our furniture dog hair free, as well as not establish extra dominance that could come with over-humanizing your dog. Because sometimes if a dog thinks that your couch or your bed is his bed, then sometimes it can lead to a problem and the dog could get a little bit entitled and even get aggressive. So we have a saying that if you treat a dog like a human, they'll treat you like a dog. And if you don't establish certain boundaries, sometimes it can lead to dominance where the dog starts feeling a little entitled. It can actually be dangerous when you're trying to even go to bed. Just give your dog its own place and it's gonna be no problem. So when I'm in the kitchen cooking, I don't wanna have to compete with space. So a lot of times I'll establish boundaries right here at the kitchen so my dog learns that coming in the kitchen is off limits. Besides, I don't wanna tempt my dog when I'm cutting up good meat and things like that. I want to go ahead and give him his place, and that's out of the kitchen. Block. And another one I believe in is sit. Make sure when you go into the bathroom, don't let your dogs come in. Set some boundaries here. One thing I like to stress is that when you're teaching your dog rules and boundaries of the house, there's nothing wrong with having a leash actually connected to your dog. So if I want to walk around with my dog and make sure that I can assure that my dog's going to do things, I just keep a leash on in the house. So when I'm taking my dog out on a walk, I always like to make sure my dog sits at the door. I never want him running out of thresholds because I don't want him to ever think that he could just fly out the door without permission. Good. Boost. Another big rule, I love to have a crate in the house because when I'm cleaning up or I'm managing my children, it's great to just have a crate somewhere I can put my dog where they can go hang out just in case I need him to get out of the way. Good boy. It's really important that we set our dogs up for success. But one of the major things that I like to preach is to make sure you doggy-proof your house. So things like leaving your shoes out can be real disturbing when you have holes in your shoes. Another one I like to talk about is things like remote controllers. Leave this stuff where the dogs can't get them. So we put them up on a higher surface. Next, something like food on the counter, just too big of a temptation. Let's go ahead and make sure we keep our food where it's supposed to be, and that's either in our mouths or in the refrigerator. Last but not least, I want to point out one, that is the garbage can. Make sure your garbage is either in some kind of covered situation or has a lid or it has one of these drawers right here to make sure the dogs can't get to the garbage. One thing that really is gonna help with your dog training is gonna establish that the food comes from you. So I really am a big advocate on hand feeding your dog. So instead of just letting your dog eat out of a bowl, if you have the time, try to use hand feeding and you'll actually establish a lot more value for your hand rewards. Good, bring. And you see how that builds the engagement? All of a sudden, I'm gonna be a lot more valuable. So another thing that prevents problems like food aggression is to give your dog its space when it feeds, especially when you have two dogs. Good. It just allows your dog to eat in peace. So I hope those 10 tips helped you establish some rules and boundaries in your home. Make sure to look into some more of our training tips and check out some of our training packages as well as our online training. Hope to see you in our community soon.